Hi.
You took fucking forever!
I know. I was trying to catch you. I've been trying to catch you for like the past couple of weeks, but I haven't
No, I
seen
meant
you.
the fact that you just messaged me, like, how long was it? Like, fucking 10, 15
Oh,
minutes ago,
right,
and then you
right.
just sit there, and I'm all like, what's going on? Am I just supposed to wait? Can I just go get food? Can I go
Well, why didn't you
cut
say
down a tree?
anything?
I don't know. I didn't know
Okay.
how long you were taking, so I was just waiting. I was just about to actually go make food or something, and then you're all like, oh, here you are.
Here I am.
Yep.
Well, I was just preparing stuff and I was just uploading stuff, so I'm
Good work.
sorry.
Good work. Good
I
work. Good
know
work.
it's totally
Glad I
gonna.
was informed. Glad you decided to say, "Hey,
What?
let's do this." And
Ch
then you're
ch
like, "Oh no, I'm gonna go do stuff
ch
instead."
Chase. So instead of just standing there, you could have like asked, you know?
Well, you know what? I'm sorry that I assume that you just say. Usually, whenever I say, "Yeah, let's do it," you're all like, "All right, let's go." But no,
Yeah, but yeah, I guess. But you could have just asked, that's a thing.
whatever.
Well, at least we had an intro where you are yelling, so I think that's
Sure,
good. Because this
that
is gonna
works.
be like the last episode, at least for now. Because the
Yep.
metagame has pretty much come down to an end.
So we kind of don't even need to really talk about the metagame itself.
Yeah,
It's just,
not really that much, but there are still things going on. But Smogon has made the announcement that after June stats, they have made the 3 months again, and they have made the only thing I think that changed was like Mandibus dropping down to NU,
mm. Oh yeah, that
so
was funny.
everybody cares.
Yep. Mandibuzz was such an important factor in
Yes.
every tier, and it going to NU was huge. It was a game changer.
Yeah, I didn't go to OU because it was such a good wall in the sand, not taking sand damage with the overcoat and everything.
Yup,
So it never made it to OU. What a shame.
so sad.
Yeah, but that was the only change in the metagame. It's for the past few months it's been kind of like stale, and it has kind of everything has kind of found its place in the metagame.
Yep.
So Smogon has now decided, especially now that Gen 6 is coming, that they are kind of like done, and everything will now. They are not going to be making any changes now,
Well,
or
I think they're just doing suspect tests just because they have
yeah,
nothing better to do, but
yeah.
nothing
That is about
like
it.
I think they're testing Stealth Rocks, but I highly doubt that's gonna do anything because Stealth Rocks is too important to the metagame.
And there's also been talk about U-turn being a
Yeah,
broken.
no.
But you
That's
have seen that discussion and topic on Smogon, haven't you?
no, I haven't read it because I didn't know that was a thing, but that's still fucking stupid.
Yeah, because there's been talk like in the past there have been Pokemon such as Genesect and now Landorus and
Okay.
Tornadus-T and what
But
else?
Tornadus wasn't broken because of U-turns, so I mean it
Yeah, but
helped.
that was like one point that they were trying to, or some people were trying to bring up that there are so many Pokemon that have been moved to Ubers. Maybe they wouldn't be so broken without U-turn, but
Except Genesect, one of Genesect's most powerful sets was the Rock Polish set.
yeah,
So,
that's true. And Tornadus kind of destroys everything with Hurricane and doesn't die ever because of Regenerators. So U-turn was just a nice move on each one of those Pokemon, but talking about banning it, I,
yeah,
I,
it's
I,
not gonna happen.
yeah.
Smogon's just bored at this point and wants something to do.
So want to touch bases on the Stealth Rock factor?
It's not gonna happen. There are too many threats in the metagame that are checked effectively by it. There are plenty of spinners that you can balance your team properly as such. It'll hurt the metagame too much to get rid of Stealth Rocks.
Yeah, it would be kind of a different meta, or just Volcaronas everywhere. Didn't Smogon like make a tier without Stealth Rocks on Showdown or something?
Yeah, but I don't want to deal with that. Because I know it's just gonna be stupid bullshit. It's Stealth Rocks is a very competitive thing, and it's healthy for the meta because it checks things that are way too powerful otherwise. They implemented Stealth Rocks into the game into the first place because look at half the Pokemon that are attacked by Stealth Rocks. If it wasn't for Stealth Rocks, they would be way too huge of threats.
Can you have a few examples?
Let's see. Volcarona.
Well, yeah, but that's a new thing because Stealth came in Gen 4, and it just
I need to
fucked
go
over
look at the list.
Moltres, which was decent to begin with. So that was kind of
Well,
the
let's see.
issue.
Gyarados, that's a Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Now those
Let's see. Hold
that only
on.
take 25%. So
Yeah, but
yeah,
that's still a
it's trying to
huge amount.
yeah, it's true. Stealth keep those things kind of in check.
Zapdos, Dragonite, Salamence, fucking Genmega, Ho-Oh, Lugia. Just
Yeah.
like half the flying types there, man. Fucking Rayquaza. I'm just scrolling through a list of flying types right now. Uh, there's Togekiss. Let's see. Let's look at the ice types. What ice types are threatening?
None.
Weavile. Weavile is a threat.
Yeah, we can argue about that, but yeah, sure.
Let's see. Bug types. Uh, yeah, there's some threatening bug types,
Yeah, sure.
but
Like, yeah, besides Young Mega.
yeah, basically, actually. But I mean, it's just like there's still a bunch of threatening stuff, and that residual damage does add up and does help you take down threats. And without it, it would be completely different, and it'd probably be a lot more fucked up, if anything.
Yeah, it might be, but in my opinion, Game Freak kind of in the first place, they kind of jumped the gun, like making this move that's one turn set up and it basically makes
I
the
think
meta
they're in the
game.
right. It really did help the metagame, if anything, but I guess that's just me.
Yeah, but I would like to know why in the world a rock type entry hazard out of all the types.
I don't know. I guess they decided rock types need more support and that it would be the most balanced thing to do.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's really hard to think what goes through their minds sometime.
Maybe they're probably smarter than all of us when it comes to the metagame, and maybe someone at Game Freak is one that really made Smogon.
Oh dear. I wonder what they were thinking about with IVs.
Who knows? We're never gonna know. It's okay. We don't need to know.
Yeah. This Japanese people are just so weird.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's okay.
And it's their thing with the RPGs. Like, and in the
Yeah.
past, there's been like so difficult games, and now Pokemon out of all the things is like the most complicated thing ever. If you drive into
Yep.
the
And no one
competitive
takes it
side,
seriously because they were kids.
yeah, it's interesting. Like in the past, there have been like Final Fantasy games that are like super difficult,
I wouldn't
but
know. I
then
don't play
there's
fantasy.
you haven't.
Nope. Never played a Final Fantasy game. Well, I
Wow.
have, but I've never really like. I played it for like half an hour, maybe. I think it was like Final Fantasy Advanced Tactics or whatever.
Well, that doesn't even count.
Well,
Well,
I'm just saying
like
I've
those
played it.
original games, like 1 through 5 or something. They were
Yeah, I
super.
never
At
played
least
it.
the original ones, because they changed them kind of for the US and Europe releases, but
Yeah.
they were super difficult. I remember last time, like I was playing Final Fantasy IV, the remake for DS, and that had the original difficulty of the game, and it was super difficult, and I was raging at the end because there's just a random level spike, like going super way up, and I can't do anything unless I do grinding. But then there are like no enemies that I could grind on because they each give like 1 experience. So am I going to spend a year here grinding?
Yes. Sounds
And
like your kind
that's the
of thing.
thing with the Japanese people. They like grinding for some random reason. And then Game Freak designs Pokemon. That's a children's game, but that has a dark side to it. And it's the most complex game of all time. And the IV system is just kind of random. And yeah, speaking of, like, now that Gen 6 is coming, like, we probably indeed have to go back into our old roots.
No, I'm just gonna get slaves.
Slaves, eh?
Oh, make a team of Pokemon for me. Okay. Here, have some subscribers. There we
Well,
go.
yeah, that's true. We could ask our subscribers help, but then again,
They'd probably do it.
Yeah, but
They have nothing
when,
better to do.
but when you think about it, we want to have those perfect IVs, man. You know, and they're practically impossible to get. And then you're like, imagine a match where you just lose it because you have really low IVs. Otherwise, you could like take a hit.
Eh.
Like, imagine you got like a high dragon. It has like decent, maybe 27 spec attack and speed, but then it has like close to 0 HP and defense. And then
You know,
you're
it's
like,
not that hard to IV breed Spade.
it is because it's like based on pure
No, it
luck.
really isn't. I've done. People know how to IV breed. It's not that hard.
Yeah, but there's still that whole luck factor into it, which makes it a giant
It's
pain in
really
the
easy to
ass.
control it, though, Spade. It's not that hard.
Well, I heard there are those power items. You can give those and they will pass on the perfect IVs.
Spade, don't worry. It's not that hard.
It is.
It's not. Go ask a child, and they'll say it's not that hard.
Yeah, but I know there's RNG abuse, but outside of that, like, and have you heard like the what was the Nintendo or Pokémon Company, I think, was made the official announcement about the cheating devices. Have you heard of that?
Didn't they, like, say they're just gonna, like, block them all or whatever?
Well, I don't know, because they were saying something like that. If you, I do have the link right here of the official announcement. They were, kind of hinting towards it's gonna break your game. So
Yeah.
even if you like trade your Pokemon, so that's like,
I
yeah.
don't know. Whatever.
I'm gonna give you a link.
Okay. Let's read this link here.
There's a lot of stuff, but the stuff that matters. Uh, if these hacked Pokemon are sent into the game software, then the game will cease to operate correctly. So there we have it. Because, we have been thinking about, just sending our Pokemon from Gen 5 and, solving and genning those that we can, and then transferring them to Gen 6 games somehow. I don't know how that would work, but I'm sure there's a possibility.
Okay, so the problem I see is that you might not know you're trading for a hacked Pokemon, so
Yeah, so that's what I've been thinking. Imagine you got this little kid Timmy, 10 years old. He gets the game for Christmas. Then he goes to therapy and trades from some hacker, and then his game gets destroyed. So because he doesn't know anything. So
oh, Nintendo.
and now they're just lifting up their hands that I didn't do it. You hacked that Pokemon in, even though they have no way to control that. And if some dick wants to trade some hacked Pokemon, like, I guess the game still somehow works, but sure there will be dicks around that will just don't care
It's
about it
just
and just trade.
retarded because they're just gonna make it so it's like impossible for because basically you can just fuck up someone's game just like that. It's just
Yeah,
that's stupid.
that is really stupid. And how in the world are they going to, like, control that? Because then they are just indeed lifting up their hands and, we're not going to do anything. You cheated. So there we go.
Yes, I
Why do they.
cheated by trying to trade with someone without knowing anything of what was going on. That's totally my fault when they said it was completely legit.
Yeah. So, like, that's absolutely stupid. How can they do that? And how can they control, like, I don't know.
Sounds like we're just gonna be doing simulator battles for Gen 6.
Yeah, that was the point that I was going at, pretty much.
Yay.
So, yeah. But Gen 6, it just looks
So
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 freaking
all so all you people
amazing.
on the YouTubes just prepare for simulator battles. I mean, that's all that's gonna happen. So
Yeah, and if
just
you
have to
have a
do.
cousin who is like 10 years old, warn him that Nintendo is a dick and they don't care your game might be broken if you trade with anyone. So,
It's so great.
Like, how in the world do they plan on? They can't watch over. They can't have any control of that. Yet they are not doing anything about it. They just say, "Well, you cheated," even though you possibly had no idea. You know?
That's pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, but that is what they are doing now. Nintendo
Yeah,
has done some interesting decisions lately.
I don't know. Whatever. Just whatever.
Gotta say, it's gonna be interesting to see how the simulators go.
Yeah.
I guess they
Hopefully
have to
they'll.
like make their own custom sprites, maybe, because they can't really just rip them from the games anymore. Because it's all 3D.
Yeah, whatever.
But it's cool, I think. At least to
Eh,
think about.
I don't know. I don't care. It's whatever to me.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be. Chase, you are the laziest person I know in the interwebs, in the Pokemon community. You are
I'm
not
the
going to be.
laziest. Okay, hold on. Let me go bring up an entire like 3 channels that I ran. Let's go with how lazy that is.
But Chase, are you really willing to go back into like IV breeding everything
Oh,
after all these
no.
years?
Like I said, that's why we have other people to do the work.
but still, like, I don't know. It's just
I know I have other people to do the work. Not that I'm trying to abuse them, but I know other people can do it.
wink, wink, notch, notch.
Exactly.
Sign now for the WileSpade
Plus, worst case scenario,
IV
I can
breeding.
just do more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff if Pokemon YouTubing doesn't work out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So, I mean, whatever.
And we still have no devices to really do the capturing, besides a potato.
3DS capture boards.
Yeah, but well, at least
I don't.
at the moment, like it was sold out, and nobody really has those. I don't know.
Yeah,
Are you going to get one?
I'm gonna try to. It's just I kind of have the money right now, but I kind of don't want to spend it.
No, okay. For me, it's just so I don't know about anything because it would be so complicated to send a 3DS to the other side of the world, and also expensive. So not in the near future side of getting that.
Who knows?
But
Maybe a subscriber will just gift one to you.
yeah, totally.
That totally is how it works. Maybe
Yeah.
one will gift it to me.
Then it would be more convenient just to order the whole DS from there. But
Yeah.
region luck.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Well, then you're just gonna have to buy US games.
Well, that's true. I guess from eBay you could, get the US versions and stuff, but it's still a freaking hassle just to get a recording device.
Yeah, basically.
Hmm. So what else do we have? But basically, Nintendo and Pokemon Company are kind of being jerks.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
It's just
It's like
not.
they don't want people to play their games.
Yeah, and why do they care so much about cheaters? Because whenever they have official tournaments, they have the hack checks there anyways. So why do
Plus,
they
there's
care
the
if
fact
there's some
that
random kid with
see,
like?
the problem is they put way too much into their games to make it so you even have one full team of Pokemon to play with. It's like it's their own fault that people had to do it, so they should do something so it's easier for people to actually fucking play their games.
Yeah,
It's
like
like you're
remove those
basically telling players,
IVs.
"Hey, you have to play like at least 20 hours, and then you can fucking play a few battles and then get bored of your Pokemon and spend another fucking 20 hours doing it." I know it's not 20 hours, but you
Yeah,
get my point. They're basically saying you have to invest way too much time in this that you might not even have. It's like, it's just dumb.
the time
That's
and the
why people
effort
do it.
just they
So,
don't match at all when it comes to getting a good team.
yeah.
They should just get rid of EVs. I mean IVs. IVs.
They
IVs
should
bring
just make it
absolute.
so you can just do everything easy and just have like Pokemon just for battling or something.
Yeah, they should seriously like make their own quote unquote simulator game. That would be so awesome. Like in a way, I don't know. Like Pokemon Stadium in a way for well in the stadium. I wonder how the EVs were in Stadium. But anyways, like just a simulator game that you would have the full access to change everything yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. Shit's dumb.
But like they should just remove IVs because they bring absolutely nothing to the game, but just make the process of getting a good Pokemon absolute hell and not worth the time. Although some people say that it is worth the time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like for one, I would understand if it's like fucking 5 hours to get a full box of Pokemon, but if it's fucking 5 hours for one team of Pokemon, I mean that's a bit much.
Yeah,
It's just like if it was a lot less time you have to spend on it, then sure, fucking great. But since
yeah,
it's so much of a time investment, it's really not. Because I mean, even I like having the availability to just go, all right, I want to use these Pokemon. Let's go fucking use them. Oh, wait, I don't have these Pokemon. I have to spend time doing it. But it's like, okay, if I can just sit down for like a couple hours, get a bunch of Pokemon done, it's like, cool.
yeah. But it's not possible. But it's again, it's a Japanese thing. They need to they for some random reason Japanese people love this kind of stuff. And so
I
they made it for the
guess.
Japanese people and
Except
then yeah.
Japanese still have Pokestab and shit. So it's like,
Well, yeah, they do, but
and they
there are still a
probably
bunch of
use
people
this.
who play the games legitly
I know.
and they like this kind of stuff. Because it goes back to what I was saying about freaking difficult games and Final
Whatever.
Fantasies back in the days and stuff like that. So
I'm pretty sure also they have to consider they probably have more US sales than they do Japanese sales. So, I mean, at some point they got to cater to both markets evenly, and they're
yeah,
not
but
doing it as
it's
well as
still
they
kind
could.
of clever that they have kept the competitive side of Pokemon completely out of their own games because
Yeah,
they don't promote it in any sort of way in the game. You have to study outside of the games in order to learn about the mechanics in the games because there's not a single thing that hints about like how to EV train or IV breed or anything like that. There's nothing, absolutely nothing.
yeah, that's how it goes. Cause shit's dumb.
Yeah, and it's crazy, I tell you.
Crazy.
Ah,
Essentially.
yeah. Are you shuffling some Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Yep.
I knew it.
No, these are obviously Card Fight Vanguard cards.
Yeah, what about Pokemon cards?
I haven't had any of those in like months.
In months.
I gave them all to Eric.
Oh.
So yeah,
Hmm.
that's that.
Did we have what other interesting topics do we have?
Yu-Gi-Oh's a thing.
No, no, but in the Pokemon side of things.
What's a Pokemon?
Well, it's when mommy and daddy. No, wait,
No.
that was bees and flowers. Whoops. This is not the podcast for that kind of stuff. Uh,
There probably is, to be quite honest.
yeah, because we have no rules. Screw the rules.
I have money.
Yeah.
Actually, do I have any money? No, I don't.
You
No, I know.
just you just said that you have some money. You could buy that
I
3DS thing.
literally have no money in my wallet though, if
Oh.
that means anything.
By the way, did you get a liquor for your birthday?
I did. I did and I did. I didn't go buy. I haven't bought any liquor yet,
What?
but
Yeah.
I got drunk with my family. With
Drunk
some,
with your family.
yeah,
Well, that's better than, getting drunk alone, I guess. So,
yeah.
good
And
for you, Chase.
my friends still want to go get me wasted, so that's gonna be fun.
Ah!
I should go buy some liquor now that I think about it. I
Can
could.
we do a drunk podcast?
No, because you're probably not even gonna be online when I get wasted.
Well, that's true. Damn you, time zones!
Everyone says that one of us should just move where the other is, so I don't think that should happen, though.
Yeah, probably not a good idea. But someday
That,
I want to go
that's
to the US. Would be cool.
Yeah, U.S. is alright, I guess.
Yeah, stuff to say.
And to be quite honest, I'd rather go to Sweden than I would go to Finland. So,
What's in Sweden? Minecraft.
death metal, melodic death metal,
Yeah, that's true.
exactly.
Well, let me know when you're coming to Sweden. I'll
Okay, then it'll
Mhm.
probably be never, but I'm just saying that would be my country of choice if I went to
But
Europe.
there's lots of metal in Finland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
isn't Children of Bottom from Finland?
Yup.
Okay.
That,
So,
for example.
eh,
I know much of probably stuff that you like. There's lots of underground bands, but
I'm not even really a Children of Bottom fan. I just know of them.
yeah, because that's the only like. Well, that's like the only band that I could interest that could slightly interest you. That's really
Yeah,
like that.
that's
That's
yeah.
from Finland.
Yep,
So
essentially. That I would know of. Wait, isn't him from Finland?
yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, they're not bad either.
Yeah. Love metal.
Fucking why? I actually have a chance to see him this month.
Oh, you should.
Well, I mean, I forget it's still July, but I don't know. It all depends on if my friends can go.
Well, you should.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
I like how we're talking about this shit now, because Pokemon's not even interesting right now.
But there are interesting things going on, and
Okay, fine. What's interesting? What's actually interesting? Lay 'em
well,
out. Let's hear
okay,
it.
well, there's like a bunch of new 6th gen Pokemon that were
Eh,
released.
eh,
There was that
eh,
big Kung Fu Panda. Huh?
eh,
Huh?
eh. Nothing's
Not.
really that interesting yet, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not easily impressed for no reason at all.
Well, let's talk about the most interesting topic in the competitive Pokemon at the moment. What happened quite recently? Something moved somewhere. Can you think of what it could
Oh,
be?
Landorus to Ubers.
Yes, that is a big thing.
Eh, whatever. It was bound to happen because Landorus is a threat.
Yeah.
I'm okay
I,
with that.
I don't know. Mm, I'm 50-50. Well, the thing is, most of the people that I have seen that are against banning Landers don't know what's the difference between a counter and check. So it's been like really redundant trying to reply to comments because
Yeah, it's just people just gotta move on and realize Smogon does know a bit of what they're doing. And if you really want to make a fucking difference, why don't you go get your rating up and actually learn the metagame, and then you can know whether it's right or wrong to ban.
yeah, because it's as simple as that. You go to the ladder, the suspect ladder that they have set up. You go and get your points up, and then you can vote. You can make a difference if you're
Yeah,
interested in
and
that.
then
So
probably by the time you do that, you'll probably realize, wait a second, there's a good reason why this is suspected. And the thing
yeah,
is, everyone that votes, it's not Smogon directly makes the decision, it's the people who play that make the decision. So if you're going to say, oh, Smogon fucked this up, guess what? It's your own goddamn players that fucked it up.
yeah.
Because that's what they felt like doing.
But it was actually a pretty tough vote because it was like 56% was the majority.
Yeah.
And it was actually the final results were 84 said ban, and 60 people said do not ban, and 3 people said abstain.
Yeah,
So it
whatever.
was a pretty close vote. But still,
Oh,
when you
what?
think about it, what is a counter to Landorus? And there's that
There's
one
really
guy
anything that
who's
good about it.
shouting and typing already, Mama Swine switches into Earth Power Focus Blast Earthquake and gets destroyed. Oh wait, it's not a counter.
Oh, let me go bring up the video I had against PK where he overpredicted and I was able to hammer arm his fucking Mamoswine to death with a
Oh
Landorus.
yeah, and Hammer Arm. And I guess even Superpower now.
Yeah,
Let's
I
get
mean, and
that.
I've done that against Joey too, where he had an Landorus and he overpredicted, and then I killed it with a Landorus. Well, it was a Landorus T, but it's still Landorus.
No.
Also, Landorus T is still allowed. It's only Landorus-I that's gone.
Yeah.
Should probably make that clear. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the point
Well,
is, there's not many things that can switch in on Landorus effectively. I mean, there are things that can take hits, yes, but it's not that strong of a counter. Like, best thing would probably be, I don't even know what.
in my opinion, the best thing that could take on Landers would be Cresselia.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the whole point. It has no counters practically.
It has no relevant counters that'll actually be effective in this metagame.
Yeah.
Like for example, when Thundurus was a Pokemon, Gastrodon shot up, but it had other things it took on, so it was able to stay relevant in the metagame.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike fucking Amoonguss, which shot up for a minute, but then everyone realized, wait a second, it's not relevant in this metagame. Go away.
Yeah, pretty much.
So there you go.
But yeah, Landers basically two-hit KOs the entire metagame. So
Essentially.
you just can't switch into it because it can run like so many different sets. You know, now with the sheer force from the Dream World that it got in the beginning of Black and White 2 era, it can go
Yep.
special, and of course it can go physical. You have the common choice scarf set, expert belt. If you want wall breaking, you can go sword stance, and well, I guess you could even go double dance, although that's not really a thing. But it can still do so many things, and the fact that you can go special, physical, it it the well, it's hard to counter
Yeah,
because
essentially.
nothing can safely switch into it because it can be multiple different things. So yeah, and that is why it was first suspected, now banned.
Yeah.